Mindfulness, as I study it and have been studying it for over 30 years, is a remarkably simple process of noticing new things. If you notice new things, what happens is that puts you in the present, makes you aware of context and perspective. Most important is that it reveals that we don't know that thing as well as we thought we did. When you make a decision to notice new things, and for example, when I started painting many years ago, in the past I would notice trees, for example. And if you asked me, I would probably say that the trees were green. Once I started painting and I had to decide what green did I want to paint the trees, and I noticed that there are so many different colors green, not just in the paints, but the trees themselves and the shading every hour, every minute actually, as the sun moves across the sky, the colors are changing. And so noticing all of this is very exciting. Everything changes. Things are not only changing, but they look different from different perspectives. What happens is we tend to confuse the stability of our mindsets with the stability of the underlying phenomenon. We're holding it still, but it's changing. And so what happens, let's say even, we buy different things, and you come to know it, and you think that there's a way of knowing it fully. After that point, you treat it mindlessly, so it doesn't provide that excitement any longer. And then you need to buy something else. When in fact, the items, the people we know, the things we do, again, are changing and can be forever interesting to us if we just mindfully engage them. So if you walked out your door and you noticed 5 new things, you noticed 5 new things of the person you're closest with, or least close with. You notice 5 new things about the gadget that's in front of you. In each case, as you're noticing, you're becoming more excited, happier. You'll also find it easier and easier to pay attention to that thing that you're noticing. As long as you don't do what lots of people do, which is to notice with the implicit intention of knowing it completely. Because once you think you know it completely, that certainty, which is mindless, leads it to be boring and leads you not to feel any reason to re-engage it. And we ask teachers, what do you mean when you tell your students to pay attention? Almost to a one, they say, hold the image still, as if one is looking through a camera. Then we ask all these students, so when your teacher tells you, pay attention, focus, concentrate, what is she telling you? Or he? They say the same thing. There's no lack of communication. The message is hold the image still. The message that's received is hold the image still. It just is the wrong message. So we took children who were diagnosed with an attention deficit disorder, the elderly, who some people I think mistakenly see as having difficulty paying attention, and we took Harvard students who are supposed to be too good to show any improvement. And we had them pay attention, where we assumed that what they were going to do was hold the image still, versus a mindful attention where they were noticing new things. And what happened is when they were noticing new things, their attention improved across the board. So